Now, the UK is moving fast to strengthen Ukraine's military power by developing a new long-range missile system. This signals, a stronger Western backing for Kyiv as the war with Russia continues and peace talks remain stalled. Britain has announced plans to develop a new ballistic missile for Ukraine. The project is called Nightfall and is meant to help Ukraine hit deep military targets inside enemy territory. The Nightfall missile will be ground-launched and capable of carrying a 200-kilogram warhead. It has a range of over 500 kilometres, allowing Ukraine to strike faraway targets. The UK's Defence Ministry says the missile can be launched from multiple types of vehicles. It can fire several missiles quickly and move out of range within minutes before enemy forces can retaliate. Well, 3 British industry teams will each receive around $11 million. They have 12 months to design, build and deliver the first Nightfall missiles for testing. Ukraine currently uses the Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS missiles, long-range weapons supplied by the United States. They can strike targets hundreds of kilometers away. Ukraine also has its own indigenous missile called Sapsan, still under development. Well, apart from this, the UK government has also set aside around $250 million to prepare its armed forces for possible deployment in Ukraine. Well, the announcement was made by the UK Defence Secretary during a visit to Ukraine on January the 9th.
Yeah, I'm in Kyiv at the end of a week of action in which we've had a declaration that paves the way for British troops to support Ukraine in the event of a peace deal. The UK supporting the US stopping a rogue ship getting to Russia. And I'm confirming that we've committed £200 million, which I'm accelerating now, to prepare British troops for that deployment in the event of a peace deal, and that we're stepping up the support to produce interceptors that will help defend Ukraine's skies in the future.
Well, the funding is meant to support Ukraine's long-term security and help stabilise the country after the war. It follows an agreement signed by the UK, France and Ukraine in Paris, which confirms that British and French troops could be deployed to Ukraine if a peace deal is reached.
The UK with France, we're leading a coalition of the willing. This week that was a 39-nation strong meeting, where more than half of those nations have made some contribution and commitment to a future force that can help secure a peace deal for the long term in Ukraine.
Well, Kyiv has faced fresh Russian attacks, including strikes on energy and reportedly on civilian infrastructure. On Sunday, Ukraine said its forces had struck Russian-operated oil drilling platforms in the Caspian Sea. All these developments come as peace talks remain stalled. The last major negotiations, which were held in Miami, failed to produce any breakthrough. So diplomacy at a deadlock and the war showing no signs of ending. Britain's missile push signals that the West is preparing for a longer conflict. For now, military support, not peace talks, is shaping the next phase of the Ukraine war. The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, but this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Cary Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.